What is up, guys? Bear with me as I get this set up. Okay, there we go. Hope you guys are having a good start to your Friday. If you guys are watching this on the replay, let me know. Go into the comment section down below. Say hashtag replay squad. If you guys are watching this live, if you guys are up watching this live, if you're on the East Coast, I think it's 9:20. If you're on the West Coast, it's actually 6:20. So I'd be waking up with you if you're on the West Coast. But anyways, what I want to come on here and talk about is basically I just want to make the process simple for you guys, right? Because business at the end of the day really is simple. Just like weight loss. Right? And we preach simplicity to our clients in weight loss. We teach them how simple it is with, hey, you just have to be in a calorie deficit, right? Like you hear it all the time. People preach calorie deficit because it's a simple concept, which is true. Weight loss is really simple. And the same thing is true in business. Business is really, really simple, especially the way that we teach it. So hopefully, at least with my goal in this video today is to make that process more simple for you. All right. So let's freaking dive in, okay? So this is the process. Number one, you have to generate content, right? Number one, you have to generate content. And what I mean by that is you have to create content on either Facebook, Instagram, or whatever social platform you're committing to, right? And when you're creating content, it has to speak to your ideal client. It has to speak to your ideal client's pains, fears, and goals. What pains are they experiencing as a result of them not reaching their goal? What are they fearful of if they don't reach their goal? And what is their goal, right? So it has to speak to those three things on a regular, consistent basis, right? And there's tons of different content you can come up with that's around and centered around those things, okay? Now, a common question that stumps people is, what social media platform should I be on? Well, the simple answer is this: who's your ideal client, and where do they hang out on? For me, I realized that my ideal client in my fitness business was not on Instagram, right? It's predominantly a male. They're between the ages of 30 to 50. 30 to 50-year-olds are probably more on Facebook than they are Instagram. So I just committed to Facebook. About 99%, probably actually now 100% of my fitness business is contracted on Facebook, but I made the commitment to Facebook. I didn't waver back and forth on Instagram, Facebook. And now we're 2 years in. Well, technically we're 6 years in, but we're 2 very successful years in. And we just started other platforms. We just started Instagram for this business. We just started YouTube. We just started all these other platforms. So my recommendation is commit to a platform, build on that platform, get consistent results, and then expand out to other platforms. Okay? So number one, you gotta post, right? You gotta make a post that speaks to your ideal client. Number two, and this is probably the most important one, and we'll get into order of importance here in a minute, but number two is you got to DM outreach. So what does that look like? You got to commit to the friending process. If you're using Facebook, you got to commit to the friending process every single day, sending about 20 to 30 friend requests every single day, right? Even if you're on Facebook or Instagram, you have to create conversations. You have to go into your likes. You have to go into your comments. You have to go into your story views. You have to go cold sometimes, right? Sometimes, like on Facebook, you got to cold friend request people and you got to send those people messages. Sometimes on Instagram, you got to go into hashtags and send people messages there, right? You should be creating an additional 20 to 30 conversations every single day on top of the friending method if you're doing that on Facebook, right? Then you got to spend a large majority of your day getting calls booked. If you're not making a sale, you're not getting clients. Sales has to be number one priority, right? And we'll talk about that more in a minute. But got to make a post, got to DM outreach people and get calls booked, and got to close a deal, right? Once you close a deal, you have to over deliver to that client, right? You have to give them more than what they asked for, right? They asked to lose 10 pounds, make them lose 12, right? What I'm saying here is over deliver. The best way to over deliver is to over promise. When you're on the sales call, over promise. Tell them how amazing your program is. Tell them how great results they're going to get. The reason you want to overpromise is because it forces you to overcommit, right? If I told you, you're going to make $10,000 in your first month, right? What's going to happen? I'm going to work my fucking ass off to make sure that you make $10,000 in your first month, right? Overpromise, put pressure on yourself, and then over-deliver, okay? That's the recipe for number 3, which is deliver to a client, right? Keeping it simple. Number 4 is repeat that process over and over again. Post, get a lead, sell the lead, over deliver. Post, get a lead, sell a lead, over deliver. One more time, say it with me. Post, get a lead, sell a lead, over deliver, right? Cool. So that's the simple process, right? So what's most to least important, right? The most important thing, and I think this is where a lot of people trip up, is the most important thing is sales. It's not posting. Posting alone will never get you clients unless you have hundreds of thousands of followers, right? And you're just getting organic applications, which, that's like the 1%er, right? 1% of the people in this group will have that luxury. I never had that luxury, right? And that's why me and Dayla pair so well, right? She has that luxury. I don't have that luxury. So I could teach you guys how to overcome that, right? So, acknowledge that you don't have that luxury and commit to the power of sales. You have to become a really good salesperson. I wasn't a very good salesperson when I first started, but I committed to becoming a good salesperson, right? And I talk about this in the course. I talk about the different ways on how I got really good at sales, right? So you have to commit to the skill of sales because it's the most important skill that's going to get you clients and actually build this business, right? Being a really good poster is not going to get you this unless, like I said, you have hundreds of thousands of followers, all right? So sales is going to be most important. Number 2 is client delivery, right? You have to sell somebody first in order to deliver to them. But then once you get that person, like I said, you have to over deliver to that person. And number 3 on the order of most to least importance is posting, right? Now, when I say order of importance, it doesn't mean like you're not going to do number 3, right? It's still a part of the simple process. You still have to post on a daily, consistent basis, but how much time are you spending on that? Are you spending hours on Canva creating the most pretty post? Because I promise you, that's not going to get you the results. You should be taking those extra hours and putting them towards DM outreach and sales. That's what I mean by order of importance. What I mean by order of importance is how are you diverting your time? Most of your time should be going towards sales, like so much of your time should be going towards sales. A good portion of your time goes to client delivery, and then a smaller portion goes to the marketing side of things, okay? One more point I want to make before I let you guys go here is you have to wear 2 hats. When you are doing everything in your business, right, you're doing all the sales, you're doing all the marketing, you're doing all the client delivery, you have to wear 2 hats, and you have to be very good at balancing these 2 hats because they're complete and utter opposites, okay? The sales mindset is this. Boom, I closed a deal. Where's my next deal? Where's my next deal? Where's my next deal? Where's my next deal, right? In sales, it's always on to the next. Got to get the next lead, got to fill up the pipeline, got to make the next dollar, got to make the next sale, right? That's the sales mindset, right? Here's the complete opposite mindset, the serving mindset. Okay, cool. I got to serve this client. I got to cater to this client. I got to get this client results. And you have to be really good at balancing those 2 hats. Because here's another place that a lot of online fitness coaches go wrong, is they lean either one way too far or they lean the other way too far. If they're way too focused on sales, maybe some of their clients suffer, right? If they're way too focused on client delivery, they're not getting any leads and sales, and then they're struggling to actually make any money and get clients. What if it was a pendulum, right, with sales on this side and delivery on this side, right, on to the next, getting the next lead and serving your client? I like it slightly tilted towards the sales side, right? Because sales always takes a little more precedent, right? You need to get people in to serve them. So you should be focused more on the next client, the next client, the next client, but still have a large focus on serving those clients. Now, eventually, when you have assistant coaches to fill that role, or you have a sales team to fill the other role, right? You could choose which role you want to be filled first. Then you could shift your energy towards whatever one you're better at, right? If you're better at serving, great. Maybe you should offload sales first. If you're better at selling, maybe you should offload serving first, right? For me, I was better at sales, so I offloaded the client delivery first and focused predominantly on the sales. Okay? So that's how you make business simple, guys. That's it. Once again, make a post, get a lead, close the lead, deliver. Make a post, get a lead, close a lead, deliver. Repeat over and over and over again. Sales number 1, client delivery number 2, marketing number 3. Got to have a slight balance tilted in the favor of sales, right, for your mindset. but you always have to deliver to your clients. Cool. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you did. A couple cool things coming up. In 2 weeks, we have Hannah Aliva, who is our marketing and branding specialist. She is going to be speaking to you guys on the group call 2 Sundays from now. Not this upcoming Sunday, but the Sunday after that, which is super exciting. If you guys didn't know already, Hannah offers her services to you guys. It's in the course under branding and marketing. Get branding and marketing from us, I think it's called. Couple other cool things we have. If you guys are hiring a DM outreach person, we have Paige, right? Paige, you can hire Paige to train your DM outreach person. Paige is my top performing DM outreach person. She booked 60 10-minute calls just last month alone, just one individual, which is freaking insane. This month, we're 11 days in, and we've already booked 55 calls this month, and we're 11 days in. So she's an absolute savage. She's definitely somebody that, even if you don't have a DM outreach person and you're doing all the DM outreach person, maybe you just hire her to train you, because she is an absolute savage. The way that you go about that, once again, it's in the course. I think it's titled DM Outreach Agency. All you have to do is book in a call with her. She's super nice, and just get on the call. She'll talk about it, and you guys can see if it's a good fit. Like I said, if you have somebody who does DM outreach for you, probably a good idea to have her help you out. If you do DM outreach, maybe it's a good idea that she helps you out as well. Anything else? Oh yeah, one more thing that we can help you with is ads. So Peter is his name. He does my ads. He also does Dayla's ads as well. Peter so far this month has yielded me an 8x return. So we've put in X amount into advertising, and we made 8x back. So 8 times the amount we put in, we've made back so far this month. So he's really good. His prices and everything are on the course as well. I think it's called ads. I think it's called Instagram and Facebook ads, that module inside of the course. All of his prices are in there. If you guys are interested, you can apply as well. So anyways, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. Peace out.